I'm a little disappointed today. Finally got something I've been waiting for, and it's not turning out to be exactly like I thought. Those are the $300 set of, well, 280, whatever, set of fleece tranny lines. Not to, and I would have liked some forward notice. You can see all the wetness underneath this top fitting. It's pretty soaked because it's been leaking. Not the line, that fitting that the line screws onto, which screws into the radiator. But yeah, I would have liked some forward notice when it came to it. If you have an aftermarket radiator, the install instructions tell you that you need what they call a SETRAB fitting or whatever, SETRAB fitting, which they don't include in your $280 kit, which is pretty disappointing because they're $20 themselves just for the two fittings for the radiator. All the other fittings fit, and they give you every other fitting. For like some transmission coolers might use a different fitting, and mine did. Transmission might use a different fitting. They give you all the extra fittings except for what the aftermarket radiator might need, and you don't know this until you go to put the fittings in that's in the kit into the truck, and then they just don't fit, and you're SOL down a truck waiting for them to ship out some lines, which you can get 2-day shipping, you can get next day shipping, whatever. It's what you're willing to pay because you're in a freaking pinch. And I just figure for almost $300 they give you what you need, you know. Well, it is $300 when you order the lines with the SETRAB fittings, you know. So and it's not, I can't say anything bad about fleece at the moment. Not that I want to, but you know, I called them up as soon as I put those fittings in there and saw that they were leaking. They're tightened down. They got the O-ring on there. I'm not stupid. And so I called them up and I'm like, okay, am I supposed to use the metal washers they give you? Because on the install instructions it says with the aftermarket radiators and the proper SETRAB fitting, you don't need to use a metal washer. I'm like, okay, whatever. So they're just like, yeah, well, you might have to. I mean, you shouldn't have to, but you might. You never know. Just try it and let us know. I'm like, all right. So I did. Took the O-ring off, put the metal washer on, put the O-ring back on, screwed it back in, tightened it down, put everything together, started the truck, and it's puking. Not a lot. But it's drip, drip, drip. So it's dripping enough. You know, and I'd crank it down a little bit more, and it's still doing it. It made no difference. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I call them up, and I'm like, hey, this thing's leaking still. I don't understand. They're just like, well, we'll send you out some new SETRAB fittings. Like, why? What is this going to do me? I don't understand. Because it's got the O-ring. The O-ring's not damaged. I can visually see it's not damaged. And it's got the washer on there. He's like, well, I'll send you out some anyway, whatever. So I gotta wait for those to get here before I can drive this truck, which is nothing wrong with that one, but I'd much rather drive this one just because it's my baby and it's got my personality, where that one I haven't decided whether to keep or sell, so it doesn't look anything like I'd really want it to. So I'm not so hyped to drive that one as I am this one, because this is my special one. So, frick, man. So until those get here, you know, we're kind of SOL, and get the words out. I took the fitting back out after I got off the phone with them, and I put some sealant around there. I don't know if I've got it laying around here somewhere. It's still up where I usually leave it. Yep. Put some of that on there, on both of them, because both top and bottom were leaking, and then the bottom seemed to stop leaking, with just the metal washer on there, and it ended up being leaking still. So I took both of them out, drained out fluid. I mean, I spent $70 in transmission fluid because I put the good stuff in. Royal Purple stuff says it works for Allison and for Dextron 3, so I was like, That's the good stuff versus your shitty Walmart brand. And I also put this in there because I really like the stop leak stuff. So I figured that would be worth something too. And I haven't had issues with any of that stuff so far. Royal Purple's $15 a bottle, and I had, for some reason, when I pulled the training lines out of the black one, the LBZ, it leaked out maybe 2 quarts of fluid out of the transmission, and when I freaking took the training lines out of this, it puked 5.5 quarts of fluid out. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, I had 2.5 quarts handy, and I was like, great, and I gotta go buy another 3 freaking quarts. $70 in fluid, $300 in lines. I mean, this shit should just be plug and play type of thing, and it's turning out to be kind of the opposite. Can't catch a break, you know. So, but we'll see what these new fittings do, and we'll see what Fleece does if the new fittings don't work. But I'll keep you guys updated. It's not Fleece's fault at the moment, and I'm not blaming them, calling them out or nothing. We'll see what happens. Hopefully new fittings do something. Maybe there's some magical power at work that I don't know why new fittings would work, but maybe they will. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I'm in the middle of another project with this truck as well. I don't know if I didn't even give you a really good chance to look. It's got the old lights back on. I've got one down there and one in the kitchen already torn apart. And all I gotta say is Denali retrofit. And if some of you guys might know what that means for the GM community, GM Denali retrofit. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And parts are in the mail. Well, half the parts are in the mail. The other half will be here. I don't know when they'll be here. They'll ship out Saturday. We'll see. So. He said Saturday he'll let me know if anything changes, but we'll have some money tied up into my lighting system for sure. I mean, we've already got over $300 in freaking xenon stuff, because I got xenon stuff for the fog lights, for the headlights, and then I had gotten LEDs for the high beams because I figure I want something that's kind of the same color as the low beams, but I don't want halogen. So I bought LEDs for $100 and some, and those housings were $220, $230, the cheapest I could find, or $250. I don't remember. But so I'm gonna have some money tied up into my lighting system, but I can guarantee that it's gonna be amazing when I flip the high beams on. Holy, it's gonna be nice. I cannot wait at all. Oh my goodness. But you know, depending on how long it takes for this stuff to get here, if I have to get that stuff Saturday, if I get the fittings Saturday, I think I'll be lucky to get them then. We might have the first half of parts we need by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because it's 2 to 3 day shipping. So it should be Monday or Tuesday we get our new parts. I haven't updated the tracking yet, otherwise I'd have more of an exact date. And then the other half of the parts might be here hopefully by Wednesday. And everything, I've already got the other headlight torn apart, and it took 15 minutes to get these ones apart, put them in the oven, pull the glue apart, everything. So, yeah, it came apart real easy. It'll go back together pretty easily, so I'm pretty excited, because that's, you know, that's going to be freaking awesome. Just awesome to the max. So, let's see how that goes. But, frick, man, I'm just disappointed. I love this truck. This is my piggy bank, because it's going to hold all my money. So, and unfortunately, it's one of those where the bank closes down with all your money inside of it. You never get it back. So, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's my baby. It's going to look the way I want it to. It's going to function the way I want it to. It's just going to be awesome. So, but, I got a couple snapshots of it without Nerf bars on. I think it looks freaking awesome without them on. It makes the truck look a little longer, so you don't have these short tubes, you know, defining the cab length and whatnot. So, but phone's bleeping at me that 10 minutes is about up. So, alright, I'm gonna keep you all updated on this. I just figured I'd share my little experience so far. It's unfortunate, but so be it. So goes the story, but we'll get through it. So, alrighty.